Ooh. What's up, everyone? In this video, I'm planning to show you the that simple way, it turns out to be that simple, way to install support for Ethereum payments on your website. Basically, how to make a donate button in a pretty few lines of code, as it turned out. So, and one of the fantastic ways that it actually works is just for all customers, for all users that you have that have MetaMask installed, or any other Ethereum or Web3 enabled browser, they will be able to basically send you money or sign your transactions on your site with just like a few clicks. So the problem is, just let me show you the problem that I face myself. So for example, this is my website, crypto jobs list. You might be familiar with it. I hope you are. We're just listing a lot of jobs, and we have this nice kind of donate feature, right? Okay, donate, and basically, like a lot of people, what they're doing now is they just have their ETH address or Bitcoin address listed on their site, and for everyone to just basically, please send us money. And if you, as someone who is, feeling generous and you want to support a certain project, you have to go to like, my Ether wallet, or you open up your, local Ethereum wallet or Bitcoin wallet and send money to that address. So with Ethereum, hold on. Well, actually, so you have to copy paste. Basically, you have to copy paste the ETH address and paste it into a transaction that you want to sign, and send click. So it kind of adds a lot of friction, and you do not really want that. Your customers don't want to deal with that if they're feeling in the moment, and then they will start trying to send you a transaction, and then halfway they might get okay, fuck this shit, and not send you the money because it's too complex to send it. And you as a website owner or the project owner, you really do not want that to happen. You don't want to frustrate your users. So I was really inspired by CryptoKitties. Let's go to the site, CryptoKitties, and this is like a really great example of kind of how all these things work together. And someone who's a web developer, someone who's coming from the web world, it finally kind of makes it very easy to relate. How can you as a developer use Ethereum and all this blockchain? How can you integrate with your technology that you're already familiar with? So let's try and open it up. I'm just gonna want to show you how easy it works there. Okay, probably their site is under heavy load. So I actually already implemented it on my site with crypto jobs list, and this is the button, support, and basically I can enter the amount of Ethereum that I want to send to crypto jobs list to support the project. So let's say I'm sending 10 Ether. I click OK. I mean, this pop-up is relatively optional. It's I just added it there so anyone can set the exact price that they want to, exact number of Ether that they want to send. And what it's gonna do is gonna trigger a function that will trigger a Web3 provider. And Web3 provider is like a glue, Mist is one of those Web3 providers. So and MetaMask as well. So basically what it's gonna do, it triggers. I think it fires a call to MetaMask. And what MetaMask is going to do is actually going to show this window for you to confirm the transaction. So I can specify what account I'm sending money from, to which account it's being sent to. Okay, I have 0 Ether on this one. But basically what it's going to do, I'm already in my script included this address. So this is the same one as this, right? It's the same one. And when insufficient balance. Basically we're gonna have a confirmed transaction. If I switch to another, come on, reject. Let me switch to another account, Exciter ETH. It's my sort of personal account. So, okay, I have some money there, half an Ether. Let's try this again, 0.1 ETH. And I click OK. MetaMask is gonna pop up. And when I click submit, it's actually gonna send, send a real transaction on behalf of from your Ether wallet to the designated Ether wallet on your site. So I'm not gonna do this at the moment, but let me show you how easy it is to actually implement this button. Okay, so let's go to donate. This is like my local host testing environment. So basically the first thing you wanna do, hold on, let me turn some stuff off so that my CPU is not going crazy. Okay, it's going crazy anyway. Okay, so here's like basically this is the page that I have right now, or I used to have, where I ask people just to send me money to ETH and BTC account. So unfortunately, this tutorial will not work for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is not as advanced, doesn't provide so many features as Ethereum network. And this is what I have, like the code behind it. Very simple. I'm not using any rocket science like React. It's not rocket science, but I'm trying to be like that simple here. So it's super, super easy for people to understand. So let me actually use some fancy. Basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding some code here, and I'm also going to be adding like another button here that will basically trigger our payment function. It's not going to have any href class. I have some CSS pre-made. Donate, or actually send ETH. Support our project, right? Basically when someone clicks it, this is like super simple jQuery spaghetti code. If you're advanced React developer, this is peanuts for you. Super simple. Just you'll figure yourself out if you're advanced enough to use React, or any other like framework, Backbone or Ember, Angular, Vue, new hipness out there. Let's just figure out that this works. Live coding is always super hard. So, or not prone to errors. I think what I was doing, the first thing that you need to do is you need to check whether Web3 is defined in your environment, and Web3 meaning this. If you have MetaMask installed or you're using Brave, Brave browser that has, I think it supports, like I'm not exactly sure of all of its features, but it does support MetaMask right away. And if you go into like a DApp, a distributed application enabled website, it will detect that the website is looking for Web3 provider, and it's gonna ask you or suggest you to install MetaMask as well. But we're not gonna be using Brave for now. It's the same for Brave or Chrome or Firefox, whatever your users are using. So if I look in the code, ton of stuff going on. Web3. So you can see that there's, hold on, let me clear this up. Web3 is the kind of is the provider that will be able to like call money transfer functions, and this Web3 provider does not really exist in your DOM unless you have MetaMask installed. So for regular, so like what we want to do first is we want to check whether whether they have it installed. Web3, actually type of Web3. I think, I forgot what's the undefined, right? Yeah, actually, let's move this away somewhere here. So first, like I'll just dummy testing code to like confirm whether Web3 is installed. Let's refresh the page. So basically, when a page loads, okay, type of Web3 probably it's defined. There's like nothing here. If I'll open this in my, like for example, in incognito mode, and in incognito mode I do not have. Okay, sorry, my bad. Didn't work. Okay, let's try this again. Not installed. Web3 installed. Now here's actually it's going to be installed, and if we refresh the page, we can see that what can I see? Web3 installed. See, here's the output. And if I open the same page again, if I open this in incognito, and I look at the console. In incognito, I do not have MetaMask installed. See, it shows not installed. Okay, so technically, I should not be even displaying this button when Web3 is installed. When Web3 is not installed. So I'll just do something like this. All this, we can get rid of all this. Okay, so I have this CSS helper class. Hide, so it's basically going to show button, support our project. Come on, I need to close this. And it's kind of step number one. So basically in incognito mode, I do not have MetaMask installed, and in my main browser, I do have MetaMask installed. So basically, your users that do not have MetaMask or other Web3 providers installed, they will not see the button, and everyone else will. So, okay, what do we actually need to do to actually facilitate this payment, or to make this payment transaction happen? We want this thing to appear, right? So it's pretty simple. So I'm looking at the Ethereum JavaScript API, and they have this, I think, send transaction function. So Web3 transaction callback, right? And these are some of the parameters that you need to supply as a transaction object, right? So from to value gas price that announce and callback function. And so most of them are optional, but the most important part is like where you want to send it, where you want your customers or your site visitors to send money to, and the value, right? How much ETH, not in ETH, this value is actually in VE, or V, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. So, okay, what do we want to do is, okay, here's the callback. I'll just do something like this. I think they're passing all the error back. But transaction object, that's what we need too. So I've been testing it earlier, and I was hoping that I can use my Ethereum name. What's the name of this thing? Ethereum name system, namespace. So I have like Cider ETH registered, but I can, like, turns out it will not work. And if you have like a name registered, it will not work. You need to actually enter your hexadecimal value, right? So basically this address. And value, let's just, like, it's not gonna work, but let's just, as a part of tinkering, show, like, enter 1,000 Wei. 1,000 Wei is like way less than 1 Ether. But just for the sake of an experiment, let me first decline all transactions that I have pending in MetaMask. Okay, so browser detected, my script detected MetaMask, detect Web3, not MetaMask. And when I click support our project, what happens is this function being triggered. And here we go. But you can see like the 0 ETH because 1,000 Wei is like way less. It's not even displaying here. So what we want to do is, like, there is a simple helper that converts from Ether value to Wei value. So, and you do not need to, like, remember in your head or, like, do, like, crazy multiplications. There's, like, 1 Ether multiplied by, I don't even remember how many zeros are there. Like 2 Wei, I think. Oh, here we go. Here's the function. Web3 2 Wei, number and unit. So basically you can set value this way. So 1 Ether, it's a string. 1 Ether 2 Wei. Ooh, shit. Okay. Pressing too many buttons. Let's refresh the page, see whether it's gonna work or not. Oh, okay. So there's like one confusing thing about MetaMask is that it shows all the pending transactions that you haven't rejected or accepted. So like right now I see 0, but this is actually a previous invocation, previous transaction that is still pending. So I'm actually gonna reject it. And here's the other one, the one I clicked just now. So it's asking for 1 Ether. So everything is working. Actually, this is like, I would say this is a bug because a lot of people can get confused. Reject. And actually, let's ask our users how much exactly they wanna transfer. They wanna donate money to us. We'll do let ETH value or ETH value. How much Ether you'd like to send us? Okay, and if I'll do something like some basic validation, if no ETH or length. How should I do this? This should be a number. I'll do just like some simple number conversion. 0, and if no, this is gonna convert to int. Let's just test it out. 10, I think it's 0 is gonna be converting it to integer. Okay, insert it now. Parse float. Okay, perfect. But I just want to test that whatever user enters is like float value. Parse float. 0 less than actually let's give it a try. What about this if ABC parse float, not a number. Oh shit. Okay, I'll just do very stupid. I don't want to even spend time with this. I'm not gonna do any validation there. Like, let's assume our users are smart, educated, and they're gonna just enter proper values. But yeah, we're just gonna have suggested value. If no, so this is like a default value is there if there is like no one enters the value of ether, and we'll do something like this 2-way, right? Let's test it out. Okay. Oh. Well, okay. It's still working, not exactly how I expected it to. If I enter, let's say, let's enter 10 ether. And when I click support our project, there we go, 10 ether. Reject. But the mistake that I've done right now is that I need to prompt only when user clicks on support. So basically that's it. That's how it works. Okay, for example, I want to send myself 0.1. Am I using the right address? I hope I am. Hold on. Too many windows. Okay, it's the right address. Actually, let's just send some real money. Let's send some real money, right? I already have, to be honest, this deployed, this code deployed on my site itself. So let's go to crypto jobs list. Donate. There you go. I have a bit of more fancy stuff here, and because I don't have that much in that account, and I'll send 01 ETH to myself. This is the account that I'm looking at, and so basically from my account that I have some ETH stored on it to this account, if I copy it, that's I like to like test accounts like this. Sorry, this is my previous transaction. Here's the new transaction, 0.1. So it's like $45. $45. I'm supporting myself, supporting my own project. Okay. So if I click submit, yay, loading. It's gonna say thank you, fantastic, and let's actually see that this transaction is being processed. I haven't tested this like myself, so this is like really experiment in live. Oh, okay. Special screencast edition. Okay, so just 4 seconds ago, this is the actual transaction that is happening, which is pretty exciting. I'm excited. I'm excited right now, and let's see 0.1 Ether that I'm sending to my donation address. Cool. So this is all the code, as simple as this. All the code that you need. Let me highlight it again. All the code that you need to start accepting ETH to whatever address you want. It's like that simple. I thought it's gonna be pretty complex, and I need to like do a ton of libraries, and it's only for hipster engineers, and I need to like dedicate a whole afternoon. But it turned out that I just was able to do that like in 5 minutes, really. So it's really fantastic. Okay, cool. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're getting your hands dirty, yourself into developing some distributed applications, or start integrating your site or your project with Ether. And as always, like, go to the jobs list, look for jobs on our site, support our project the same way I just did. Send us some Ether. We'll be really grateful for this. And ask me questions. Send me questions on Twitter. I'm here. Exciter, Twitter. That's me. Encrypt the jobs list. So we got a ton of positions if you're interested. There we go. So you can send me some stuff, send me questions, and I'll send you answers.